Welcome to DCC Kids. My name is Christina, and I'm the Children's Director here at Door Creek. Thank you for signing up to serve with us this summer. It gives our volunteer teams a chance to take a break and refresh for a new ministry year coming up. And it gives you a low-commitment opportunity to check out what we do here in DCC Kids, to experience the Bible and getting to know Jesus through the eyes of a child, and along the way, get a chance to meet some really great kids. And we put this video together to give you a crash course on our routines and to go over some of our key safety policies and procedures so that you feel prepared and know what to expect when you serve. Now, a lot of our safety procedures and routines are similar across all ages, so this video will span birth through 5th grade. Now, we adhere to a 2-person rule and we closely monitor ratios. In every classroom, no matter what age, we cannot open a room unless we have 2 volunteers, and at least one of those volunteers needs to be an adult. Our staff also closely monitors ratios. So in our baby and toddler room, our ratios are 2 babies per 1 adult or high school volunteer, 3 to 4 toddlers per volunteer, depending on the age of our volunteers and the levels of separation anxiety that morning. And in preschool, our ratios are 5 preschoolers to a volunteer, and in every elementary room, our ratio is 10 kids per volunteer. When you serve, check in with us at the Kids Welcome Desk. For the 9 o'clock service, please arrive at 8:35. And for the 10:30 service, please come downstairs as soon as service is over or around 10:05. You will check in with us, get a name tag, and do a brief huddle as a team just off to the side of the welcome desk toward the pre-K hall or in the elementary rooms. We want to open rooms for families 15 minutes prior to the start of service, so huddle is an important time to make sure our teams have arrived and we can pray together before we start our time with children. This summer, our babies and toddlers are combined in room 119. We ask that our high school and adult volunteers receive babies and toddlers through the pass-through window. We also ask that high school and adults carry babies, and middle schoolers can focus on playing with toddlers and babies while on the floor. Middle school volunteers can also be part of the check-in process by signing kids in on the clipboard or gathering diaper bags. We use the same classroom check-in roster for all of our preschool classrooms, with elementary's roster looking very similar. Birth through elementary, if we would ever need to evacuate the room for a fire alarm, severe weather, or any other reason, please take the clipboard with you. The baby and toddler room does not have a lesson plan or schedule. However, we do ask that at some point during the morning you play the preschool lesson video. This video includes 2 songs, the Bible story, and our monthly memory verse. We don't expect the toddlers to recite the memory verse or sing the songs at this age. However, Romans 10:17 reminds us that faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Christ. There's also a coloring sheet available if you would like to encourage toddlers to color and bring something home. For diapering and assisting preschoolers in the bathroom, our policy is for high school and adult women to change diapers. Guys, your role is to sniff out the culprit. There's a changing station right outside the toddler room with extra diapers, wipes, and clothes if needed. Please disinfect the mat after use. For preschoolers, we have a bathroom in the classroom. Keep the top half door open and the bottom half can be closed for privacy. Guys can help boys use the bathroom, girls can help girls or boys. For elementary kids, they can use the bathroom without adult assistance. We encourage you to send kids just one at a time. For elementary kids in room 108, our big room, they can use the bathrooms just across the hall, or kids in room 111 by the play structure can use the bathrooms by the kids' welcome desk. Please be mindful of who has gone to the bathroom and for how long. If you do need to check on a child, please check in on them from the bathroom doorway. And if assistance is needed, let me, Candy, or one of our interns know, and we can assist with you. Our preschoolers are currently grouped as a class of 2 and 3-year-olds and 4 to 4K preschoolers at the 9 a.m. service. At 10:30, our preschool attendance is a bit lighter, so we combine 2 through 4K in one room. Our goal in elementary is to have our younger elementary students together in room 108 and our older elementary students in room 111. There may be times this summer where we combine all of our elementary kids in room 108, but we will communicate the plan in a team email that you'll receive earlier in the week. In pre-K and in elementary, we follow a similar schedule. When you greet and check a child in, they may choose an activity or a game to play for the first 15 minutes of the service. In pre-K, in addition to having some toys set out, we also have some table activities that directly correlate to the lesson, our theme, or our main objective. A couple minutes before cleanup, it works best to give the kids a heads up that it's almost time to put the toys away, especially with preschoolers. Another helpful tip for preschoolers is to utilize the Bluetooth speaker. You can use the DCC Pre-K playlist on Spotify to select a song and have kids pick up and put away toys and meet on the rug by the time the song ends. Elementary students should all get a packet, and some choose to color during their activity time. Encourage kids to put their crayons and markers away so that they can participate in the Connect activity together. For both pre-K and elementary, we like to get our kids thinking about the day's lesson by doing a Connect activity. The purpose of this is to engage our kids in getting to know each other and get their minds ready to learn about the main content of the lesson. After the Connect lesson, we turn our attention to our video lessons. Each lesson includes songs, the Bible story, an example of how the Bible story relates to our lives, and our monthly memory verse. In room 108, we have a volunteer who will run the projector and sound. If there are any technical issues in any of the rooms, just let us know and we will get it up and running for you. If you would like to preview the video lesson, they are made public on our Door Creek Church Kids YouTube channel every Thursday. We upload preschool, elementary, and preteen lessons every week. After the video, preschoolers will do a movement activity that practices our memory verse for the month, and then they'll transition to the tables to do a craft. Everything is prepared for you, but it does help to have a volunteer set out the materials for the craft during the video lesson. After the video in elementary, there are a couple activities that reinforce the lesson. If you're running short on time, feel free to choose the one that you like best. If service runs longer than usual, kids can grab their packets and color or do the word search provided for that week while you're waiting for parents to arrive. When it's time for kids to be picked up, please check the number on the child's name tag and match it with the parent security tag. If a parent has lost their tag, please send them to the kids' welcome desk and we'll print off a new one for them. We ask that you do this with every child, even if you know the parents. We want all parents, especially visiting and new families, to know that we value their child's safety. Please make sure that all parents receive the parent cue when they pick up their child. The parent cue lets parents know what their child learned about that morning and how to continue conversations about Jesus with their child during routines at home, like bath time, drive time, meal time, and cuddle time. In elementary, remind kids and parents that included in their packet is a weekly devotional for families and kids to do during the week. To close a room or get it ready for the next service, please tidy up the toys and supplies and set out any table activities in the preschool room that you had at the beginning of the service for the next group. When waiting for parents to pick up, the 2-person rule still applies, even if you're down to 1 child. So that is our morning in a nutshell. Every week that you're scheduled to be on team, you'll receive an email confirming that you're on the schedule, as well as having a lesson plan. Now, you don't have to prepare any of the activities. Everything will be prepared and ready for you on Sunday morning, but please do read through the lesson plan prior to coming. Kids will be more engaged the more engaged you are, and the more prepared you are. You don't necessarily, for the older kids, don't necessarily need to do the dance moves or the motions with the songs, but we do ask that you encourage them to stand up and participate and sing. For our younger elementary and our preschoolers, encourage them to participate through your excitement and your energy. And we are intentional with making sure that kids aren't focused on one activity or one thing for too long. But there might be times where you do need to redirect the group or even just a child. One of the simple ways that we use to redirect kids from any age that works well is a call-in response, simple call-in response. So we use, when I say Jesus, you say loves me. Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. Another tip that we have that is really helpful for our preschool and elementary rooms. Toddler rooms, you don't have to worry about this, but for our preschoolers and our elementary kids, before the lesson starts, before your Connect activity, I would encourage you to put the toys away. There are collapsible shelves. You can close those up so that toys are out of sight, out of mind, so that the kids can be engaged in all of the activities, the games, the movement pieces, all the lessons, the Bible story, everything that we have prepared for them that leads kids to a better understanding of the Bible story and our main objective for that morning. We have a super fun summer ahead of us with the kids, and we are so thankful that you have stepped in to support our kids, our team, our ministry, and our church. Please reach out if you have any questions before you serve, and we will see you on Sunday. Thanks.